There's nothing a bit of nail glue can't fix. Deep, 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 deep. This way? This way. You I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing in the last video. Oh well, continuity. Hello gang. Hello friends. Hello gang friends. Gang friends. Ah! Fuck. Ah! Ah! You came back! Thank you, I appreciate that. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to try today this current viral French tip hack. And I thought, let's not just do white on pink because I'm just not a fan of the French tip. I know it's something that every tech has to be able to do, but I hate it. I don't like what it looks like. I don't like doing it. So if there's a hack to make it easier, I want to know. Now I saw years ago the one where people put the white polish on their finger and then they just sort of roll it onto the client's nail, which we will do that as well. Not looking forward to it, but we'll do it. And then we're going to do the one with the stamp, so they're getting the finger. No. No. You poke your finger in. Me. Well, let's just get to it because hand gestures aren't really working for me today. I don't think anything's going to work for me today. It's just been one of those days where everything I think is sent to test me, to piss me off. I had to return. Let's just, before we start, you can skip. I had to contact the company that I got my hairdryer from because it just went bang in my hand. And the woman said, I contacted them via live message. So the lady said, was there any human injury or property damage during the incident? I said, no. She said, what were you doing with the item at the time of the incident? Just gonna let that, it's a hairdryer. I was so tempted to reply something ridiculous, like using it as an extra booster on an attempted solo mission to the moon. But I simply replied with a question. You would like to know what I was doing with my hairdryer? Question mark, exclamation mark, and then this emoji. It's my favourite emoji. And then just other stuff has happened today that have sort of implied that I shouldn't be filming and nothing's going to go right. This broke. Anyway, let's get on with what we're doing. I'm going to start with California Sun. Such a good, see, I wish I could wear colours like this, but I just don't think I could pull it off. Pop that in the lamp. For the coffin one, let's do electric pink. Ah! I love this colour, but if you ever see me wearing it, it's a signal. Call 999, send help. But it is an awesome colour. In you go. Let's do the square one in Private Island. Oh, there's a bit of fluff in there. I think I'm just gonna cure that shit in there. And the oval one, we will use pink petals. This will be our pink and white. Obviously this isn't a French pink, but I wanted you to be able to see it more. What is this big bit of fluff? Oh, it's attached to me. I'm going to give them all 2 coats and then we'll get onto the bit that might work, it might not. So I've done 2 coats of everything. I'm going to take this stamper, which is the squishy marshmallow one from MoYou London. And I don't really use it. I didn't get on very well with it, so I'm not worried about fucking it up. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, we have a lovers and haters today. We'll get to it in a minute. We're going to take Barbados and I'm going to paint a bunch on here. I don't know how I feel about this. And then, that's too much. I'm guessing if I go straight in, it's going to just give me a straight line. So we will go into an angle. I think I'm gonna have to hold this, which you wouldn't have to do on a client. That wouldn't look very professional. And then I'm going to come in at an angle well, what angle am I going to do it at? This, sort of like this. Can you see? Like a 45-degree angle. I could be wrong. Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, just do it. Just do it. This is things in the way. Just do it. Okay. So push down. Oh, stop it. It kind of worked. It's not the neatest at the very curve of the smile line. Do you see? But if you don't like drawing Frenches, does anybody? I don't. I can do it, it's fine, but I don't like it. However, it's not picked up on the very tip. So I wonder if I can dip back just in like that without getting, no. Pokey poke, there we go. Right, is it even on both sides? I think it is. I'm going to cure that. I'm going to cure my fingerprints in there, and then we'll see what a second coat is like. I don't tend to do a second coat of white when I'm painting French on somebody because the white I use is really opaque, the Gel Perfection one. But because I've used colours, obviously they're not going to show up maybe as well. I probably don't need to put this much on, but I don't know what I'm doing. I make mistakes, so you don't have to. Okay, I'm going to hold this again with my finger and then push in at the same angle and try and get it the same thickness or depth as that one. Okay. Oh no! No! How did that not fuck it up? Okay. I think we're okay. Right, let's wipe my grubby paw prints off and put it in the lab. I'm shooketh. While that one's curing, should we start lovers and haters? Shall we? Let's lovers and haters, lovers and haters. Lovers and haters. I know I should be a singer. Our first lover, and this person's a lover just because I love the fact that my rainbowy, glittery nail channel has a subscriber called Big Bald Nige. Yes, Big Bald Nige, watching the nail tutorials, and Mrs. Big Bald Nige. Thank you for watching, and I think that's a good idea to have maybe a Q&A every so often. Maybe not once a month. I don't know if I have that much knowledge to have a Q&A once a month. But definitely I will do them every so often. So if you do have questions, it doesn't have to be about this video or whichever video you're watching. If you have a question about anything, nails, nail stuff with nails, general wonderingments, the meaning of life, which we covered in the last video. So if you want to know the answers to that, head on over there and I will collect them together, and every so often I'll do a little Q&A if you want. Right, should we have a look? Let's have a look. OMG. Look at that. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? I'll pop that aside and we'll top them in a bit. I'm going to use the same stamper, so I've just given it a wipe. I have stained it. I wonder if over time, I mean, it depends on the shape of the nail, I suppose, and how deep they go. As to it will probably depend how deep they're pushing into it and how sharp their nails are as to how destroyed your stamping head is going to be. So maybe if you've only got one stamper head, get another one and then assign one of them to this technique. This one we're going to use Beach House. Put some on the stamper. Painty paint. Slap it on there. Let's try. I'm trying a smaller bit this time to see if that's all right. And then we're going to go in at a little angle and dip. It's a miracle. Do I want it deeper? That's what she said. No, I don't think I do. So let's again wipe off my grubby paw prints. I don't know why it's grubby. I am clean. Okay, into the lamp she goes. Have a nice time. Whilst that's in the lamp, we could have our hater. It's not the most original hater. They never really are that original, are they? It's a comment we've had before. We've had people think my nails are a mess. Oh, well, hello! Have you noticed my nails? They're not dark burgundy, dark burgundy, or black. Who am I? I don't know. Who do I think I am walking around here with purple nails? So our hater said, like your videos, but do you really need to swear? I often watch with my daughter, but not anymore. If you need to swear making a nail video, you really need more chocolate. Laughing emoji. I suspect the laughing emoji was to make her feel better about herself for being a dick. But no, nobody needs to swear. Which would tell you more about how I feel. Your comment is dumb. Your comment is fucking dumb. The message you've given your daughter, on the other hand, is that it's okay to berate someone, a stranger no less, for being themselves, or that being yourself will result in strangers trying to make you feel bad about it. Probably not the best message to send, let's be honest. I have a 9-year-old niece, and there have been times where an F-bomb may have slipped past my lips accidentally, usually when an incident such as stubbing one's toe occurs, which we all know is not as trivial as it sounds, and there is that split second where you question whether or not you did just in fact die. But she knows not to repeat those words, and she wouldn't dare. She wouldn't even say the other day in a game we were playing, she was reading a question and she wouldn't read the question because it had the name Dick Van Dyke in it, even though I told her it's an abbreviation for Richard. If your name was Richard, would you really go, Rich, Rick? Nah, I think I'm going to go with Dick. Even Chud is better. Then obviously I had to explain what abbreviation meant. And then she rolled her eyes because I'm always trying to teach her boring things, like what synonym means or what an antipode is. That is boring for a 9-year-old. But if you want the rainbow unicorn candy floss cornetto, I'm going to have to teach you something, just to balance out the sensible / sugar plying aunt responsibilities. Anyway, don't question my vocabulary. The nails are colourful, sometimes the language is too. What are you going to do? Let's get back to these. So what do we think? Does this need a second coat on the blue? I don't think it does. On the tip, I think we're good to go on that one. So we'll put that aside as well. And for the pink one, I'm going to do candy floss on our stamper. So this is the coffin shape one. That's far too much. Never mind. So we'll take this and go in at a bit of an angle and press. Ta-da! Is it even on both sides? I think it is. Okay, it's a bit thick on the tip, so I'm going to try and wipe some off with the brush because it's softened my edge a bit. I would probably avoid doing what I'm doing right now. But let's get that shit in the lab. Do you know what I haven't thought to do? Look on the underside. So this is the underside of the orange, and you can see that there's a lot of polish under there. So you will want to clean that off your hand or your client's hand. I don't think it's going to be the most professional looking technique if you have to intentionally get polish all over their skin and under their nail and wipe it off before you put it in the lamp. A lot of product under there. And then you have to think about if people might be allergic to the products on their skin. They might be fine with it on their nails, but it might be a different story on their skin. If they've got a long free edge, if they've got long enough nails that when you push it down, it isn't near the skin, you might be fine. You might not get any on the skin, but obviously make sure to check. That would be a disaster. So here is our pink one. I think it's good. Do you see what I mean? At the very center of the smile. It's not, is it perfect? It's close enough. Let's put some white onto our stamper head. I'm going to do it thin this time. Nice and thin. See if that makes a difference. And then we'll take this, get our grubby paws all over it, and push. Oh. I tell you one thing though, it is even, but if your shaping isn't completely even, then you're going to tell if you do this technique, because it's going in the exact same thickness all around the nail. But if your nail is slightly uneven on one side, it's going to show in this smile line. But I think it looks pretty good. Nice sides. So we'll cure her. I'm going to top coat all of these with diamond gloss, of course. And then I'll show you, and then we'll do this other weird thing, which has got to be the least professional looking thing I think you could ever do, apart from, you know, straight up punching your client in the face. Oh, that reminds me. I found a video on my old phone of before I had this super sexy fancy pants. I love it more than a person should love a lamp. I had this old lamp and I used to put labels across the top, and I found this video of the last message I had on my lamp before I got my new one. Look at this. And then a new client would come, probably thought I was right, bitch. Sometimes I am. So these are what we have from our stamper experiment. I think they've come out really well. I don't think I would ever do it to a client. That sounds weird. Now let's try that other thing where you put the polish on your thumb or your finger and then run it across the nail and then just see what happens. So I'm going to put it on my left phone home. Let's paint it on there. Oh, this feels wrong. Okay. And then I'm just going to run it. Oh, I feel like I can't hold this hand steady. Run it along there. Boom. That didn't go very well. Oh, that's a disaster. Right. Let's try again. Oh, what am I doing? Just do a thin bit. And that's too thin. Let's put a bit more polish on my finger. This is awful. This feels awful. Let's wipe those like that. All professional like. And then try again. Should I just push in? Let's try that. Push. That nail's filed wonky, so it's not a very good example. Push. Okay. Push. And push. What do you think? Looks okay from above, but oh, sweet mother of God, why would you inflict this upon the world? So I suppose you could then go in and wipe up like that. I'm obviously getting my nail underneath my other nail, but not gonna lie, it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh, so then you'd wipe that off and yeah, you do get, because you're putting your finger into your other finger, but it's only going to go so deep no matter how long your nail is or what shape it is. It's only going to go the same depth into your paddy phone home bit, you know, so it will be the same thickness. Not a fan. If it's for yourself, that's fine, because you can clean it up. Nobody has to know that the process was a mess. What do you think of this technique? Is it something you would use? Do you use it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts on it all. You can follow Miss Jo's on Instagram and TikTok at Miss Jo's Nail Co. and subscribe to my channel for lots more videos. I appreciate you being here so much. Thanks for coming back and watching all the time. It means the world to me. I think that's me for the day. Be a nice person. I will see you in the next one. Bye. What was I talking about? Hip, hip, hop and you don't stop the rock into the bang, but I don't know the words. He's squishy and he will be my squishy, and I will call him Squishy. Meep, 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 meep. Do you like my moustache? Good evening, sir. Mustache. I don't want to tidy my desk. Such a fucking filthy mess. You ugly, you ugly. Your mama says you ugly. I look a bit like the poop emoji. Hello. Good evening. Good evening.